Hello guys, so today I'll be showing you how to use Garageband. This will be a tutorial. It's going to be both for beginners and also for more advanced users that maybe have forgotten how to do a certain thing and are here to refresh their minds. So I'll be showing you how to do multiple things such as how to import sounds or files, how to record your own music or use MIDI, and how to move sounds to specific times, and also how to cut and edit sounds. So firstly, I'll be starting with how to import sound or files. So the first thing you want to do is search up online video converter or YouTube to MP3. And once that shows up, you can type in the search bar the name of the video or song you'd like to download. Once you do, just press enter and a column should appear of all the videos. Select whichever one you want and press start. And once the video is being processed, you're going to get redirected to another page. Click download and it should start downloading at the bottom of your screen. Once the file is done downloading, you can click on it and it should appear in your iTunes or in Finder, as you can see. So now go to Finder and the file should be the most recent. Make sure that you are on downloads because it might not appear in recent. Now drag the file to GarageBand to the bottom row and the song or audio should load up. Now you can just drag the sound to the start and press play and just listen to what you downloaded. So now I'll be showing you how to record your own music or use MIDI. So if you want to use the piano, just type Command K on your keyboard and a piano keyboard should appear on your screen. So once you do, you're going to see a diagram that coordinates with your keyboard, as you can see. And there are also different pianos on the left, which you can select whichever one you want to play. So you can see the different names: Dream Voice, Classic DX, and I'm going to go with the Steinway Grand Piano. Okay, so once you've chosen your piano, press record on the button that's at the top of your GarageBand screen and just start typing on your keyboard, as you can see on the diagram, whichever keys you'd like to play. So you can see the red line, and once the bar starts appearing, that means it started recording. So now you can type whatever you want, single keys, few chords, whatever you want. And once you're done recording, just press enter or press stop at the top of your screen. And now you can drag back you can drag the line back to the start and listen to your creation. And if there is a certain part that you do not like, in the next part of the video, I will show you how to cut and split that part away from the music you made. So now, so now just drag back the line to wherever you want to cut or edit the sound. Double click on the pop-up menu, select split at playhead, and then get the line to the other part you'd like to split. Double click again and do the same thing. Now select the split part and then click delete on your keyboard to get rid of the selected tune. Now just drag back the final music you've made to the start and listen to listen to what you made and see if it's however you would like it to sound. So the first special feature would be the sounds that are available on the right. You can add any sound or from the available sounds on GarageBand. They are all loops, so they correspond with each other if you play them consistently after each other. So you can see them at the top right of the screen. You can select the loop shaped bar and all the different sounds will appear to you. So for example, you click on a sound you like to hear, and if you like how it sounds, then you drag it to the bottom and delete any other sound you wouldn't like and listen to it on the bar. And then you can drag it around and see if you'd like to have it at the start of your music or your song, or maybe in the middle or after your song. So you can see here on the diagram, once it's playing the music you recorded, it shows whichever keys and whatever you typed on your keyboard. So you can just keep scrolling, check out different sounds, and try to mix them together, separate them, or join them together. So another special feature to GarageBand is once you choose a sound, for example, the sounds that are blue, as you can see, all those sounds over here. Let's just pick this one for now. You can change the pitch and the tempo, like decrease it or increase it, and also for the yellow sounds over here, as you can see, you can find them whenever you're scrolling through the. You can find them in the all drums instruments, and then you're scrolling. Once you find the ones with the yellow icon, you can, let's say you like this one, you drag it over here, and then you double click on it. Oops. And then you can add, for example, if you just hear the drums, like as you can see, and claps and the cymbals like this, you can change it to add a siren, like you can see, like an explosion, and then maybe remove the clapping, remove one cymbal, add the maracas, and it's gonna sound way different. And you might like it. And you can just play around and add everything, maybe remove a few things, and just play around and see whatever you like. Over here, you choose which one you want to hear the most of. Like, just drag this back here, double click. Let's say I want to hear the sirens the most. Let's put that on 4, rest on like 2, and press play. Now you can very clearly hear the sirens. Okay, and another unique feature is that over here you can see that the the different rows of sounds that you can add to are they correspond with the left column over here with all the pianos. This means that, for example, if if I have a sound over here, let's just drag random one right here. Okay. Um, and if I try listening, although I can still hear the drummer beat, let's say I want to make it the main part and have the blue siren guitar in the background. I would go to the row of the sound, and then this volume button over here, you drag it back a bit, and then increase the other one for whatever sound you want to make the main sound. Now you can very clearly hear the drummer beat much better, and if you want that as the main sound, then you just have to increase the volume bar over here and decrease the other volume bar. And another thing that you can see whenever you click on the yellow sounds is other than those, the different sounds, you can also move along um, this button over here, and you can see loud, complex, soft, and simple. So if we listen to it on loud over here, let's just drag this over here. Let's just say we want to make it a lot more soft. You can see that the sounds aren't as rough, and also maybe simple, just right in the center. You can see it sounds way different, and it just depends on however you like to hear the sound. Hey guys, so the positives about GarageBand would be that the the keyboard you can use, such as the piano key, you do not have to have an actual piano, that a physical form that you have to have in order to play, but instead you can actually play the piano on the virtual keyboard that appears in GarageBand. So you can play the piano without even having to buy a piano, if that makes sense. That can be done by doing this. So once you open GarageBand and you select a new project, make sure you click on Keyboard Collection. Now I have already have an existing project that has a keyboard collection, so I'm going to get into that. So make sure you click on Keyboard Collection. Okay, open existing project. Okay, I'm gonna collect select this one. Okay, so as I have mentioned previously in the another part of the video, once you want to open the keyboard, just press Command K, and there you go. And this this is a problem that happens quite often. You can see the keyboard, however, it's very like there's like a shadow, so you cannot actually hear or click any of the keys, which is why um, all you have to do over here is just basically you can see here on the left, you can see all the different types of pianos. Try selecting another piano or whichever another one other than the one you're on right now, and now you can easily start clicking and using the keyboard again. So that fixes the problem. Now another thing that's really good about GarageBand would be you can you can go into so much detail and edit like just even a semitone of any other sound or music you made. You can go into a lot of detail or just as you can see you basically zoom out, or let's say there's just one small part that you want to move, like, and from once you're zoomed out you can't really see it. You can zoom in like to see the tiniest bits and then double click and press split play ahead, and then right over here let's say again do the same thing, split play ahead and delete the selected part, connect them back together, and then zoom back out again, right, like just like that. And if you try listening to it, there isn't it's really hard to spot the difference if you join them back together well, because the amount of detail that you go into would be hard to spot. Now another good positive about GarageBand would be, although I've mentioned that you can add a lot of sounds, it's I haven't mentioned the variety of sounds that you can actually choose from. So you can see that the amount of different sounds and beats and loops you can choose from is crazy. Like there are countless numbers of different sounds you can listen to and everything. And you can also categorize whichever sound you'd like to hear. Over here, you can choose, let's say, you want to listen to the woodwind beats and sounds. You can click here, listen to whatever they sound like. If you like them, you don't, and then let's say, and then you click it again if you want to choose another category like the piano. Try testing the different sounds. And if since there are so many, like if you just go, you don't even have to categorize. Since there are so many different sounds and beats, let's say there's one that you really liked, and it's going to be really hard. It's going to take so much time for you to go back and remember whatever sound you liked from this huge list of sounds. So if you like a certain sound, let's say I like the float beat over here, 32 beats. I can just press, so you can see the different columns. You can see name and the number of beats and the heart. So if I really like this beat, I can just press here and you can see it's like ticked in the box, which is under the heart in the column, which means it's in your favorites. So now you don't have to keep scrolling and looking for it all over, and you can just click over here in the heart, which is all the favorite sounds that I've selected. As you can see, they're all ticked here in the box. So a positive about GarageBand in general would be that it's quite easy to use. Now, at first, you might not think so, especially when opening the software. You might think it's quite complicated as I did. However, for the most part, all you have to do is really watch a video such as this one right here, and it will teach you the basics, and it's gonna be all you need to really start off. And you can over here, oh, over here you can see the quick help button. Let's say there's any part of GarageBand that you do not know the point of or do not know how to use. Let's say, for example, um, let's say here, this button. Now, I don't know what it's for. However, I can just click on the help button, and now anywhere you get your cursor off or on, sorry, wherever you get your cursor on top of, it's going to explain what it is. So here, it's a count-in button, metronome button. Now this is Smart Controls button. Open the Smart Controls area where you can quickly modify the sound of the card patch. If you still do not understand, then you're just gonna have to search it up. But GarageBand in general it's really a great place to start for anyone really. If you're just looking to start any music maybe, just make a few beats for fun, anything really, it's a great place to start. Now, for limitations. So, limitations to GarageBand would be, I mean, although you can really, as I've just said, like it's really good for people to start off, and you really have everything we need to start off. Although you are able to do that, if you're looking to become a full-time music producer or so, then things might might not be as advanced for you as you'd expect them to be. For example, over here there is the website. Um, you can see that 5 reasons to graduate from GarageBand. So those are all 5 main points while why people should not use GarageBand and why they should be using another software. Now, from the diagrams you can see over here, this over here, which is the other software they recommend, is much, much more complicated than GarageBand that you can see over here. So, if you're looking to become a music producer full time, and or you might already be advanced and you have a lot of knowledge with producing sound and music online using softwares, then maybe you'd want to go with something much more complicated like this. Like for me, for example, this, which is from GarageBand, compared to whichever software this just seems like it's from an alien spaceship, honestly. I have no idea what any of this does, but I'm sure someone who's full-time music producer, someone who spends their life doing it, they probably understand what this is. So GarageBand's really for just amateurs or for people who just basically having fun really, nothing too serious. However, Marshmello, for example, a famous DJ, um, obviously, so here you can see that Marshmello uses lots of professional softwares, plugins to make his future best musics, but he also, you see, he started in GarageBand. So it is GarageBand is for amateurs and it's a great place to start. So even a DJ as well known as Marshmello, for example, he even started with GarageBand, and then he would go on to softwares like this, much more complicated and advanced. So yeah, if you're looking to become a music producer, or then GarageBand's a great place to start. However, it does limit what the things you can do if you're already advanced and you're just already graduated from that point and you'd like something more complicated, then GarageBand isn't really the best place if you're a DJ or so. Now let's not forget to save our file. So once you are done with everything in GarageBand, you're done with all your music, you just go on File over here on the toolbar, click it, and then press Save. Once you do, the file is going to appear in Finder, and it's automatically going to be saved. So the next time you would like to open it, just double click on it. It's going to open GarageBand on this exact same page wherever you left. So if you'd like to export it, so the first thing you could do is export the song to iTunes. You can do so by going to the share button over here and then click song to iTunes. Once you do, you can name it anything, like for example GarageBand 1, and then press share. Okay, and now it's just going to scan all of the music that you've made, and once it's done, it's going to just save up for iTunes. It's kind of loading, so you can see that it's right here. So right now you can basically listen to your own music on your iTunes. Um, so another thing you can do is if you go to share again, okay, so if you're a SoundCloud artist or whatever, or you like uploading your music there, just click on song to SoundCloud, and then you can do the same process. Now, another thing you could do is export song to disk if you'd like it to be an MP3 file, and then name it here again. Let's say GarageBand 1, and
It's
then
9
you
o'clock.
can see the different formats. So you can either export it to a WAV file or an MP3 file. Now I'm just going to go with MP3 because that's what I use more. So, and then just click on export, or actually you can also choose whatever folder you'd like it to be in. I'm just going to keep it in GarageBand so it's just organized. So yeah, once you've chosen your format, just click export. It's going to scan it again, just converting to MP3. Okay, so once it's done, you can see the file on Finder, and then just search up. We'll search up MP3 because that's the format we chose. And right here you can see GarageBand .mp3, the format over here, and that's it. That's the end of the video, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope this helped you start off on GarageBand. I'll leave a comment down below if there's anything that you can suggest that you didn't understand or not, something didn't work with you, and I'll try to get in contact with you. Thank you.